Croeso nôl, mwy bon dias. Welcome back to another thrilling episode of the Finca Ymdrech Diaries. Well, it's screaming hot here at the Finca. It's been above 30 for the last couple of weeks really. The humidity reaching about 90. And today is planning to be 36, or forecast to be 36. So, like most sensible people, I'm thinking about winter heating. Now that wood burner is connected to this. No, it's not a bomb. It's a water storage cylinder. Now this water storage cylinder is, as I just said, fed by the fire. It has two immersion heaters. This one is external. This one is internal. And it's also fed by some solar, which I will explain later. So this time of year we normally get the water at about double ambient. I've rarely seen it above 60. Now you need to get the cylinder or the tank up to 60 on a weekly basis really for Legionellas. So in the summer we get no problem with that because it hovers at 60 pretty much. In the winter not so much, but the fire takes it up to that. Now in the UK you're not allowed to have an unregulated heat source connected to an unvented cylinder. So this is an unvented cylinder. Conversely, in Spain you're not allowed to have a storage tank because of Legionellas. So I've got an unregulated cylinder, but I've taken plenty of steps. I've got a big expansion vessel there. I've got another two up there. I've got quite a few what they call, I've forgotten the word of it now, dump valves basically, PRVs, pressure relief valves. So, and I've got, you can't see it down there, let's put it on there. So down there I've got quite a sophisticated water pump, like a St. Reton pump. Now I don't know how it does it, it's magic I think. It detects how much pressure or voltage or current it needs and it decides how fast it goes. So that's connected to a temperature switch, so that comes on automatically as soon as the fire hits 50 degrees if memory serves me correctly. But we tend to run the pump before we light the fire just to get things going, and then after that let it go automatically. So on the roof I've got this solar collector. So this is connected to that cylinder, and as you saw on days like today, then my cylinder is 60 degrees. This also has its own expansion vessel which used to be shaded, and all the pipework used to be insulated, but when I was burgled some years ago they stole all the pipes and I've yet to reinstate it properly. This cable honestly was done correctly years ago, but again they stole the cable. Now in there's a little, I'm not sure if they call it thermistors, but a little temperature sensor basically, and that little temperature sensor, it measures the imbalance of the temperature between the solar collector and the cylinder. I can program it to suit what imbalance, and then it triggers a pump. So that little pump is fed by two tiny little solar panels, and it circulates the water from the collector across there down into the cylinder. So with this little switch here, I can program what I want, when I want the pump to come on and off. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's I think it's when the roof is 25 degrees higher than the cylinder, it comes on, and then when it drops down to, I can't remember, 10 degrees higher than the cylinder, it goes off. Otherwise it just cycles for no reason. This is just basically eBay electronics that I've cobbled together. Well, you can see by the electrics of this cobbled together. This is just a bit of alarm wire. I use what I can find basically. This little solar controller controls the little pump. Can't see the little pump on. There's the little pump there, and that goes through a little magnetic filter, and there's another little mag filter down there. Now this one is for this. Now I used to have this one fed off as a dump load from my electrics, so when my batteries got up to a certain voltage, then it would click this on. But in honesty, I haven't got round to reconnecting that. My old system was 48 volts, but like I keep mentioning, they stole all my batteries for the 48 volt system, so I'm on the 24 volt system now, and some of the electronics needed to switch the voltage at this amperage. It's quite expensive, and I've never got round to it. When I put my wind turbine up, I will be revisiting this. Are you alive, Bella? Are you alive? I think that's enough for the day. Finished digging the old hearth out. I've carried my materials in for the ceiling, and I've swept out. Not a bad afternoon's work, I think. I'm smelling so bad though, this offended me, so I'm going to call it a day. I gotta walk the dogs, make my tea, go and see the garden, do my other chores now. plaster would up, it would be easy. But one of those things that when it works is brilliant, but when it doesn't, it drives you nuts. Now every board you should be using a strip of screws. Now either my screws are very old, so either the plastic on them has gone funny, or I suspect I haven't used this for 3 years or so, but I lent it to somebody and either it's had a bang or my screws are suspect. The screws are alright, but it's the plastic and not the sun, so I'm going to give that person the benefit of the doubt. But anyway, it would be a work of about 2 minutes a board normally to screw them up. Now I'll go do it the old fashioned way. Pitches, wiggly pitches. Frida wants a dinner. Bella wants a dinner. Now you can see my fire taking place very slowly. You can see my fire taking shape very slowly. And there you can see my chimney starts way down there. Now I've been building it out of these Spanish bricks. It's totally different to the bricks in the plan. You know, the Spanish bricks have got these air holes in them. But I need to keep quite accurate air gaps, so I had to use the bricks in there. But as you can see, I'm not a real bricklayer. Just to make things complicated now though, because Spanish bricks being lightweight don't necessarily fit into the scheme of things, I've changed to stonework. Now we've already established that I'm not much of a bricklayer, and I'm even worse at stonework. Now, I'm not a stonemason and I'm certainly not a geologist, so I don't know what effect heat is going to have on these stones. So I'm keeping them out of the fire path, away from the flame basically. So, but I'm sure they'll add some I need to add some mass to the fire, some weight, to counteract the fact that the bricks I'm using are lightweight. So I'm adding some mass, and by my aching back, I'm adding quite a bit of weight. So anyway, I've got to carry on. Obviously the timber is just there to help me prop things up, and I'll either take it out as I brick up, or I leave them in and they'll burn out. So this eventually is going to become a heated bench. I had to fill, again these are like that but more heavy duty ones, so I've filled them full of sand to add a bit more mass. So there's 20 kilos of sand gone in each one of them, and there's 2, and the plank itself wasn't that lightweight. So there's my insulated slab. It's a bit dry on top, but that's 4 inches of vermiculite, perlite, whatever you want to call it. So still not really fit enough for cured enough for structure yet, but I'm cracking on. Anyway, onwards and upwards. I need to go and find some more stones now. So you got to find the stones, wash the stones. Although I didn't wash this one, and you can see it's a bit minging, might take that out. And then you have to lay the stones, and I'm laying it in clay. So this was laid yesterday. On the upside, I mixed this yesterday morning, so it's not going. So you can't really cheat and bed the stones up. They have to pretty much fit and support themselves, almost like dry stone walling. Now I know there's at least one person watching this screaming. A good friend of mine is a master stonemason, but if he was that good a friend, he'd get his arse on a plane and build it for me. So no criticism, Mr. Rees. Well, higher management is home tomorrow. I don't think she'll be impressed with my war zone. Well, my fireplace is coming on. I can't say that I'm that impressed with this either. It was a bit ambitious of me, I think, to do it out of stone, never having done it before. I can't say that I like it, but it is what it is. I'll explain what it is at a different time. High management is back today. In fact, I think she's in the air now. So I'm off to run a damp cloth over some of the surfaces in the bid to keep my bruises to a minimum. So thanks for watching till the end. As you can see, well, hang on, I'll spin you around. Well, it's just fair to say that the stonework is coming on, and with a little bit of imagination, you can maybe see how it's going to be a fireplace now, albeit a very badly built fireplace. And that big stone in the lower right there was definitely a mistake. Not so, whilst I'm still recovering from a herniated disc, but there we go. So I'll have a whack for that if nothing else. So anyway, as I said, thanks for watching till the end. Next time you see me, I'll probably have a black eye or two, because, you know, no damp cloth is gonna sort this out before she comes home. And it's lucky I'm not allowed to work anymore in Spain, or anywhere, come to that, as part of my visa, because I don't think I'd ever get a job looking at the mess I make when I work. Anyway, see you next time.